Welcome to Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, Tennessee. It's the Charlotte 49ers and the Memphis Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Hey guys, I caught up with the Charlotte head coach pregame. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tigers offense will have the football first. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here. The quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
Looking to throw, it's Rivers. He wants to go deep. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return. He's at the 20.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Alexander. He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to be like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Keeps it on the option. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. You saw it that time with the quarterback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
White from the gun on third down. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Trying to slam in. And he's in. Touchdown, Charlotte. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play.
Number 99 set to kick this one away.
From deep, it's Hudson. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. The Memphis Tigers offense ready to set up shop. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The short hands, it's Hudson. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Out wide. wide right, it's Hudson. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Breaks into the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Third and short, trying to throw the hitch, but the defender was able to squat on it, and he was able to attack the football, knock it down, setting up fourth.
Has to have it on fourth down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. From that spot on the field, you had to expect them to go for it, and it worked out.
Why the heck would you not go for it? I mean, I almost want to go for it on every part of the field, but especially once you start to get this deep in territory. But you also, field goals aren't 100% at this distance. It's a little bit of a longer kick. Let's try to keep this drive alive and try to go get extra points.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the point after is good. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. White. Got his man in the middle.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
White going to attack through the air. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Really nice play call there by the defensive coordinator as well. He was trying to do something aggressive to stop the momentum of the offense. They look pretty good on this drive. They're marching the football down the field, but on that critical 3rd down, the D coordinator dials it up, the pass rush at the right time, trusting his guys up front to get it done, and they're able to get the sack.
That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Throwing, White. On the move. He's going to run it. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Took it all the way inside their territory, down to the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Rivers. Oh, pressure's coming. It's complete to the left.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
A shot toward the end zone. Wide out trying to get it in. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. Deep in the end zone, it's Gibson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the 49ers offense ready to set up shop. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. The run inside. It's Alexander. Turning it on. He's at the 50. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. RPO complete. And he got 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 coming. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Quick completion on the out. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. The 49ers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Straight ahead, it's Alexander. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. White. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Got some room to run.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
From the gun, it's Bradford. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Right back to the well. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Now Memphis uses its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Bradford. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Back to throw, it's Rivers. He fires a bullet to the right. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He leaves it with the back. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Throwing, White. Catch in the middle, it's Gibson. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 3 team, the USC Trojans. And it's the Buckeyes, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now back to your game inside Liberty Stadium. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. We're just about ready to start the second half. On the return, it's Gibson. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
49ers head coach told me coming out of the locker room, he said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. Two solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Right side, it's Gibson. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the 49ers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Drives inside. Crosses the 40. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Third down and inches, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to be physical and they're going to run the football, but they still executed a good level. Not only picking up the first down, chewing up more yardage to make this drive even easier.
Oh, he's got some space. Powers through. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Hands it off on the counter. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
All right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, especially in the first half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the second half.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The 49ers have it with a 1st and 10. White. Hit as he throws. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Looking for the edge. Quarterback keep. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. White wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Offside, defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Drops back on 1st down. Escapes the pressure to his right. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Hudson. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down, and it'll be fourth. Memphis will be forced to punt. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week. Just called on one time. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Throwing, White. Fires to the big fella. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Pulls it on the option. Nice move there. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. White. Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. And the 49ers will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across. Completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
To the air, it's Rivers. Finds his back in the middle. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bradford. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Left side, it's Johnson. Out across the 25 to the 26, but needed a little bit more. It'll be 4th down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the... Oh, trickeration. He's throwing it. Wide open spaces. They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. This Memphis offense going to work again on 1st down. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Got his man out of the backfield. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. To the air. It's Rivers. Out wide right. It's Hudson. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Hudson. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense swarming on that. Ball, it'll be a turnover. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as runs it into the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he puts through the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Charlotte's offense comes out to go on the attack. Now it's up to the defense to put this game on ice with a few minutes left to play. Fights off a defender. Looking for room at the 40. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to...
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He'll try to take it back. The 40. And he was trying to chart a course on that pick for a pick 6, but he'll be stopped at the 31. If you're the defensive coordinator, no time to worry about bust. You have to sell out to get the ball back. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They give it back to him. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee.